Okay, I think we're good. We can do this now. I think I saved. So I'm gonna do this.
Stop! Hostiles detected at the landing coordinates.
Joker, what have you got?
Sensors show a Reaper parked at the Shroud facility. No way you're gonna be able to land a shuttle there.
Get everyone assembled in the war room. I want eyes on the Shroud.
Aye, aye, ma'am.
New form of Reaper, Shepard, using Shroud to poison Tuchanka's atmosphere. Problematic.
They want to fight. They just got one.
Primarch, we're gonna need your help.
That could be difficult. Our losses on Palaven have been catastrophic.
You said you'd help. It's time to deliver.
What is it you need?
A combined attack. Your people hit the Reaper with an airstrike. Rex, at the same time, your soldiers will be attacking from the ground. Together, you can draw it away from the tower.
Yes, distraction. Small team can reach Shroud facility, finish synthesizing cure. We'll need Eve to come with us.
And it's now or never.
Now, the genophage ends today.
Also, I know that doing the if you fuck them over with the what's it called, with the genophage thing, I know that like it can backfire on you.
Delatras.
Commander Shepard, we know you've reached Tuchanka. And by now, I imagine Morden Solus has proposed using the Shroud.
You spying on us?
Hardly. The Shroud is the only viable course of action open to you. Commander, you can't allow the diplomatic pressures of this war to cloud your judgment. Do you honestly believe
This is a
curing the
fucking
genophage will
existential
end in lasting
crisis
peace?
to the entire galaxy, woman.
No, I don't. The Krogan are too violent.
I think it's
but I don't
guaranteed
have
to
a
happen
choice
if
here.
Rex is alive.
Then
Okay.
allow me to offer you
I think,
one.
yeah, I think they find out
Years
and they're like,
ago,
yeah, we're not
our
helping you.
operatives sabotaged the Shroud facility to ensure what you were planning couldn't be done. Morden will likely detect this malfunction and repair it. But if you ensure that he doesn't, then the cure's viability will be altered just enough so that it fails. No one will notice the change.
You mean trick the Krogan?
They need not be any the wiser. Let Erdnot Rex believe you fulfilled your promise.
Morden would never stand for that.
How you deal with him is up to you, Commander. We can provide you our very best scientists to build the Crucible, and the full support of our fleets.
If I sabotage
Do
the
I
cure.
want
about
the
it,
army
Commander.
of like
The choice is yours.
brick shithouse fucking warrior guys, or do I want the fleet of like puny lizard men? I'm just being mean. No, I'm gonna bring Javik along for this just because I haven't brought him along yet. And it happens that the Solarian assets are nowhere near as good as the Krogan, if I recall. You know, I'm gonna bring James. No, no, no. Oh, that's funny. Wouldn't that have been funny? I have not willingly spoke to James since the beginning of the game. I always like giving him... Do I have it? Yeah, I always like giving him the particle beam just because it's appropriate. Maybe he'll know how to use it. I want to meet someone who takes James on every mission. Yeah, you know what that is? That's the person who didn't play the other games. Let's give this guy like one for everyone. It's interesting how the leveling system and how you put points into this game changed every single game in the series. Only part where I bring James is when taking back Earth with Alenko. Well, that won't be happening in this playthrough.
I've ordered the clans to assemble at the Hollows. It's our sacred meeting ground. We'll land there and take an armored convoy against the Reaper. This will be the defining moment of Krogan history.
Krogan history filled with defining moments. Most bloody.
Hello.
Hope this one
Hello,
better.
Jonathan.
Commander, you seem troubled.
There's just a lot on the line. I want this to go well.
Have faith. No matter the adversity we face, some moments are destined to happen. This is one of them.
Rex, it's Reeve. The Reapers are already at the Hollows. Come out with guns
Pitch
blazing.
See, I would rather take... I like that about Ashley. The thing is that Ashley is not... Ashley is meant to be rude and a bit of a bitch because she's there to make friction, you know, happen. You know what I mean? She's meant to be a character that you have friction with.
I'll sort out what's happening with the other clans.
And so, you know, I like that. I prefer her. I find Caden a bit too boring.
Everyone pick your targets and keep an eye on our 6. Now move!
The enemy is approaching.
Push forward! Don't let them get up here.
Shepard, it's ugly over here.
Shepard. I want to count how many times in the series does Rex say Shepard? And then how many times does Shepard say Rex? And then I want someone to make a supercut of them just saying them back and forth and back and forth. Every single time in the game, just have it Shepard, Rex, Shepard, Rex, Shepard, Rex. Of course, chat's talking about
But we're holding them off.
fucking their favorite waifu. Now the word Quaresy has been said in my chat, and it's been on the screen, which is the worst part. It was a mistake putting chat on the screen. Keep doing that. That was cool.
They'll sing battle songs about this someday. Reaper blood has finally soaked our soil.
We have to get to the Shroud. The airstrike is on its way.
Female safe, Shepard. Vitals are strong.
What's a Solarian doing here? Nobody said anything about this.
Multiple Krogan. Problematic.
There's no time for this. Whatever grudge you have against Solarians ends right now.
As long as it involves a bullet in his head. Time for some payback. Stand down, Reeve. The Solarian is with me.
What would I say is my favorite RPG? Whew, that's difficult. And it also, I guess, depends on how broad you want to go with what counts as an RPG.
Fester as Krogan have always done. Or you can fight the enemy you were born to destroy and win a new future for our children. I choose.
I'm not reading that. You can see it on screen. I'm not reading that
Who
out.
will join me?
I will.
And so will I. Now hold your heads high like true Krogan. There's a Reaper
So,
that
sorry,
needs killing.
favorite RPG. That's like, again, that's a hard question because it's like, well, Mass Effect's an RPG, Dragon Age is an RPG, Baldur's Gate, KOTOR, those are all RPGs. But then, so is like Dark Souls and like Elden Ring, but they're very different.
Copy that, Artemek.
I'm thinking.
We're on
I'm
our
still
way.
thinking. I'm gonna have to cook on that one for a little
Shepard
bit
out.
because
Reed isn't the only Krogan who wants
that's
revenge
hard.
for the genophage,
I would
Rex.
almost want to like
You'll have to
split that
placate them
question up
somehow.
into
I'll demand
like
the Council return some of
more
our
story-focused
old
RPG
territory.
favorite, and then
We'll leave
like
room to
more
expand.
sort of gameplay-focused
Recapture the
RPG
glory of the
favorite.
ancients.
Glory of ancients led to Krogan rebellions, countless deaths, creation of genophage, expansion plan, problematic.
I'm gonna play nice.
I'd say helping defeat the Reapers would be worth a new planet.
Or 10.
Action RPG versus true RPG. See, that's the thing is that like even action RPG could be considered. Mass Effect could be considered an action RPG. There's a lot of guns in this game.
There's that look in your
Mass
eye
Effect,
again,
Witches, Dragon
Commander.
Age.
What's trouble?
Well, it has separate. Yeah, and that's another thing is like
Just thinking about Earth.
Your courage for my people will be remembered.
you know
You
like
won't be alone in your fight.
like is The Witcher
Where
an
are we
action
stopping?
RPG? There's a lot of combat in The Witcher. You're fighting. Geralt's fighting a lot of fucking baddies in those games. You know, playing it again last year, I would say that KOTOR is up there. KOTOR is fucking up there. Knights of the Old Republic, the first one,
Rex,
is
you and Mordin stay
really
with
good.
Eve. It's looking
That
ugly
game
out
holds
here.
up a lot. Like that's like, it's a little technically finicky to get running, but fuck is it good.
How are we supposed to fight a war without a road?
What's the holdup?
Road's out. The convoy can't make it through.
Turian Wing Artemek, this is Shepard. We've been delayed. Hold off your attack.
Negative, Commander. Our approach is locked. The Reaper already knows we're here.
Have giant off-road truck can't off-road.
Airstrike isn't enough against the Reaper. We must join the fight.
Damn it. I don't care if we have to build a new road. We are going.
Commander!
I've lost control. I can't pull up.
Oh, Jesus. And the SWTOR also has some good moments, too. I would say it's kind of bogged down by very repetitive MMO gameplay.
Artemek,
Would you
do
say
copy?
you find yourself enjoying older games more than new AAA releases?
Understood.
Yeah, for the most part. I feel like there's just not a lot of new releases in general that I'm like excited about. Just like
We're not going that way. Even Krogan didn't survive.
playing a lot more. Like I've been playing. Oh, where am I going? Oh, okay. Playing a lot of older games. Playing a lot of like smaller games. Because that just seems to be like, you know. And I'm not like I don't know like about the quality of any of these games, like, but like a lot of them I just don't appeal to me. Like I'll see a AAA release or like a higher end release, and it's just like I don't really want to play this.
The Turians had to call off the airstrike. We'll need a new plan for dealing with the Reaper.
First, we'll have to find you. Where did you end up?
Underground. We see ruins of some kind.
Commander, that's the city of the ancients.
How do we get out?
No maps exist. It's been abandoned for thousands of years.
You're a trailblazer, Shepard. Get through there and we'll find a place to meet up.
I've just gone in a
Nothing
circle.
can stop this cure.
Like if you look at most of my games that I've streamed over the last couple months, last like year,
Rex, are you guys feeling
like 90% of them
It could be something else, Commander.
are
It is said that Kalros, the mother of all thresher moths,
90% of them are like
Which is another reason
games from like at least 5 years ago. Some of them like 10 plus. The Mass Effect, the what's it called? The Mass Effect trilogy, all like 10 years old, over 10 years old. Played Morrowind, played Oblivion, played New Vegas, played Fallout 3. just finished Fallout 1 and 2. Those games are like over 25 years old. You know, played a couple new, like I did play Tainted Grail. Like Tainted Grail was a new release, and it's like a AA release, and it was pretty good until it wasn't. But you know,
Rachni.
There are bound to be more than just the ones we killed. Rex, we've got Rachni here. Keep an eye out.
I know. A few of them just attacked us. All that matters is getting to that shroud. Find us fast.
one thing I've noticed is that like a lot of the bigger games coming out too are often multiplayer or like some sort of online, and a lot of times I don't really want to spend as much time as those games demand of you often.
Rex, we made it back outside.
Well, if you can see sunlight, that's progress.
And green. I didn't think plants grew here anymore. You're looking at hope, all that's left of it on Tachanka. This is once a world full of beauty. Given a chance, it can be again.
Shepard, that Reaper is still up to no good at the Shroud. Find a way out of there and we'll pick you up.
We're on it.
And when we get there, vengeance will be mine.
I never knew the Krogan had this in them.
The new Elden Ring thing feels like Battle Royale extraction co-op, shooter co-op. Well, that's the thing is like I saw that like back when the trailers first came out, or when like it was like hinted, and it was said like, oh, it's going to be a fucking like co-op thing, and immediately I'm like, I'm not interested. You know, that was like an immediate like, I am not interested in this game. Oh, whoa, what happened there? That was weird. Now, I have literally not looked. I have not looked at anyone streaming Night Rain. I have not looked at anything about it. I have no interest in Night Rain. And because it's just like it kind of feels like it feels like trend chasing, you know, and trend chasing is not new in video games, but it's just like it's, you know, it's you know, everyone now has to have like an extraction shooter. Everyone's having an extraction shooter. Everyone's having a some sort of multiplayer thing, a live service game.
Stay sharp.
And that's not to say that I'm like not going to play, not going to ever play an extraction shooter, or not going to play ever a live service game. But like you have to like sell me on it in a way. Like I'm not just going to play it because it's that. You know what I mean? Like you really have to. What's it called? You really have to sell me on those.
Watch it, we've got one of the big ones. And he is alone. The enemy is dead for the moment.
Oof.
Shepard, how's it coming?
I've said it before, and I'll say it again. My favorite live service game of like the last 2-3 years is Helldivers 2. Every once in a while, I still go back to Helldivers 2. You know, I play it for a couple days, you know, like over the course of a couple weeks, and I enjoy what's there, and then I turn it off, and I have, you know, and then I come back to it another time.
She's on the move.
Yeah, we've got some ideas on that.
And I think one of the reasons why, and I've said it before, is that it's not competitive. It's cooperative. So there's a lot less.
Talk about later.
There's a lot less. I guess you would say like skill decay. Skill decay isn't as big of an issue. You know, like as someone who's played like 70 hours of it, I can hop back into a game with people who have played like 400 hours, and I'm not gonna get my like ass handed to me. You know what I mean? Unlike in a cooperative game, or excuse me, a competitive game, where it's like, well, you don't play this game as much, and you're going into games with like people who you know, even in like unranked or in casual, it's like they play like a billion hours of this. You know, how can you compete? You know, and sometimes it's just, you know, in a competitive game, you know, there's times in competitive games where it's like you get your fucking ass handed to you repeatedly, and that's just, oh fuck, that's just how it is, but it doesn't, you know, make for like the best experience.
A little preoccupied right now.
I didn't say it would be easy. I'm really starting to hate this place.
The reason you stop playing Valorant and Rainbow Six is you imagine you stop playing for 2 years and you come back and there's a bunch of, yeah, well, that's another thing with those kind of games. It's like, yeah, they add a bunch of stuff, and how the fuck do you play that when there's like all these new characters? You don't know how to counter them, you don't know how they play. It reminds me of, I don't remember what I was going to say. Never mind, it reminds me of something I've forgotten.
We're coming under the bridge. Get down here and we can get to the ship. Calros!
Rex?
Break off! We're getting out of here!
Territorial instinct confirmed.
She's not gonna get us. Go on ahead, Shepard. We'll try to shake
Like, when it comes to new releases, that's what I was going to say, too. Is it,
I don't know.
feel the same way about Warframe, even though it's PvE, there's just so much to do. That was one of the reasons why I stopped playing Warframe, is that I felt like I was drowning in... It's a weird thing where it's like I was drowning in content. As someone who... I played Warframe way back in like its early days. Back, like, I have like...
Let's push ahead.
I have like the fucking Excalibur Prime or whatever from like being like a founder. Like, I played that way back. And then I didn't touch it for like a fucking decade. And then I came back and I played it really, really heavy for like a couple months. Like, I put in time, but I felt like I was fucking drowning under like the amount of stuff there was, to the point where it's just like I can't play this anymore. And you know, I found like a little niche of things I like to do, and then I played that for a little bit until I got bored. Like, when it came to Warframe, I liked cracking artifacts or relics and trying to get prime pieces and building primes. That was fun for me, building prime weapons and prime Warframes. But eventually it was just a case of like, oh, there's all this stuff. There's all this stuff. Piles and piles of stuff. It's like that one picture, you know that meme of that woman, like, she's eating cake and there's like a bunch of people handing her more cake? It was that. Did I miss the pistol in this level already? Or is it coming up? Please don't tell me I missed it. Because it's in this level, right? Coming up? Oh, thank God.
Shepard, we've almost lost Calros. Get down from there and we'll find you.
Just before the hammers? Okay.
Shepard, get over here. Reeve, keep an eye out for that mall. I don't want it sneaking up on us.
Make it quick, Rex.
We're exposed.
Move it!
It's Calros!
Rip.
Move, Shepard!
We're in. Go!
What about Reeve?
No way he survived that. And he was a pain in the ass anyway. Now let's finish this. There's a Reaper waiting for us.
Like, the games I'm most looking forward to is next week is fucking a re-release or remaster of a 25-year-old game, and then a bunch of small indie titles that I played over the last stream, and some other indie titles I'm waiting for.
Vengeance is the goal. Suicide is not.
We're curing the genophage no matter what it takes. Everything my people will ever be depends on it.
And I hope this idea you were talking about is a good one.
It was hers, actually.
Kalros. We summon her to the Reaper.
Would that even work?
Already discussed strategy. Just need to distract Reaper. Draw it from tower while Cure synthesized, released.
We flew through the Omega-4 relay and survived. We can do this.
That's the spirit, Shepard.
How would we summon her?
The tower was built in an arena devoted to Kalros's glory. The Solarians thought she would scare away intruders.
Appears to have worked.
There are 2 Maw hammers there, the largest in existence. If you can activate them, Kalros will come. That should distract the Reaper.
Kalros will
Meanwhile,
what?
laboratory
Sorry,
nearby
I didn't hear
will
that. So
finish
what?
synthesizing
You
Cure.
must come quickly.
We know why we're here and what's at stake. So let's make it happen.
Wait!
I'm a comedy
I want you
genius.
to know
Laugh.
that no matter what happens, you've been a champion to the Krogan people, a friend of Clan Urdnot, and a sister to me. To every Krogan born after this day, the name Shepard will mean hero.
I'm doing the Paragon there. I don't even care.
Now, let's show them why. Go! I've got this. I am Urdnot Rex, and this is my planet!
See you on the other side.
Stay alive, Shepard. We'll have Cure ready.
Get in there!
Oh, God.
Shepard, I took care of those Rachni. But someone has to raise those Maw hammers before you can use them.
We're kind of busy.
I missed the gun, didn't I?
Lucky for you, I'm here. I'll handle it.
Nope, it's no. Wait. That's not the one I'm thinking of. That's not the gun I'm thinking of. What gun am I thinking? That was the wrong gun. This whole time I was thinking of a different gun. Well, I'm looking, what is it called? I'm thinking of the Carnifex. That's the one I'm thinking of. You know, the big beef pistol.
Shepard, some luck. Original strain in storage. Preparing the Cure now.
Make it quick, Morden. They're all over us out here.
Wow, I'm now underwhelmed. I'm disappointed in myself.
Did we just get shot by a Reaper?
Okay, Shepard, I raised the hammers. You have to activate
Cerberus
both
Mission
of them.
Act 2. Oh,
My
good.
advice is avoid the giant laser.
Now this I've never done before.
Just keep moving. Stick to cover.
I'm not sure cover's going to work.
Okay, cool. What the fuck was that?
Okay, Shepard, I raised the hammers. You have to activate both of them. My advice is avoid the giant laser.
Love Javic Shot. I remember this part.
I remember this part.
Just keep moving. Stick to cover.
It's a scientist mission. Oh, okay. I vaguely remember a Jacob mission with scientists. Am I having a staring contest with a Reaper right now? What's going on? You okay, buddy? Look at him there, just making his space fart noises.
Go. Let's push ahead.
This is crazy! Don't worry about
Oh, is this like you run through this? You just go for shit? Okay, that was cool. Just got stepped on by a Reaper. Not dead. God, this is like fucking sensory overload. All this fucking crosstalk. Everyone's yelling in my ear. Understand why some of this game isn't pre-rendered. Like, some of the pre-rendered cutscenes in this game feel weird to me, considering they do everything in the in-game engine, you know what I mean? Like, why was that in the cutscene? Why was that a pre-rendered cutscene of the Thresher Maw running up to the Reaper when they're just... And that was... This is pre-rendered. This is pre-rendered. But, like, everything before was not, and it looked just as good. Like, look, there you go. That's an engine. Like, that's the thing, is it was the style at the time. It's a weird thing because it's not like it was a pre-rendered cutscene done in like a different program or in a different thing. It was a pre-rendered cutscene that was most likely done in engine and then just turned into a video. You know what I mean?
Morden, is the cure ready?
Yes, loaded for dispersal in 2 minutes. Procedure traumatic for Eve, but not lethal. Malin's research invaluable.
She's okay?
Headed to safety now. Her survival fortunate. Will stabilize new government should Rex get any ideas. Good match. Promising future for Krogan.
Damn!
Control room at top of Shroud Tower. Must take elevator up.
You're going up there?
Yes. Readings at lab suggest temperature malfunction. Could affect cure viability. Need to adjust settings manually.
Does this cement it? Can I milk renegade points and then just let him do it? Don't you fucking dare. If you know, you know. Oh, you shoo. God damn it, you ruined this.
It's not a malfunction. It's sabotage. Your people did it years ago.
Of course. Shroud necessary for distribution. STG would have backup plan, contingency to stop Cure. And you knew.
The Dalatras offered me a deal. Her full support for the Crucible project.
Difficult moral circumstance. Solarian assistance reluctant. Minimal. Need their loyalty for intel. Assistance with Crucible. Understandable. But not acceptable. Will not sacrifice Krogan for political gain.
Every time we've talked about this before, you've defended the genophage. Hell, I had to talk you into saving Malin's data. How can you change your mind now?
I made a mistake! I made a mistake. Focused on big picture. Big picture made of little pictures. Too many variables. Can't hide behind statistics. Can't ignore new data. My responsibility. Need to go. Running out of time.
Morden, walk away.
Hey, it's the gun I want.
Can't do that, Shepard.
I don't have a choice here. Walk away or I will fire.
Not your decision. Not your work. Not your cure. Had to be me. Someone else might have gotten it wrong. No time to argue. Cure dispersal imminent. Must counteract sabotage. Stop me if you must.
So it's the gun he gave you. Oh, it is the gun he gave you. That is like the longest a fucking interrupt holds. Holy shit. That was like a whole fucking 5 seconds. This scene is traumatic if you go through with that and you actually shoot him. It's awful. It's heart-wrenching.
Classic bypass. Standard failsafes. Excellent work. Yes, yes.
Temperature now within acceptable range. Dispersal commencing.
Genophage cured. Krogan free. New beginning. For all of us.
Let's hope that stuff doesn't have any effects for non-Krogans. I really hope you didn't piss off Rex. Hope you didn't have to warn him earlier. Warn him about what? He doesn't know. And we did it. There's not. It's not fake.
My father betrayed me in this place. His own son. He tried to kill me, so I had to kill him. Right over there. That's what the genophage reduced us to. Animals. But you changed that today, Shepard.
Now we'll fight for our children, not against them. It's just a pity Morden had to die.
He told me he had to do it. Someone else might have gotten it wrong.
He got it right for everyone.
1,000 years from now, we'll probably be singing songs about him.
I'm sure he'd like that.
But you, Commander, we can thank you in person.
Tell the Turians I'll be deploying troops to Palaven immediately. And when you're ready to kick the Reapers off Earth, you let me know. The Krogan are back in business.
Goodbye, Commander.
What will you do now?
Spread the hope you've given us.
So, does she
Even
die
now
if
there
you
are
don't
clans
save
gathering in the
Malon's data
Celtic
from
Valley.
2?
I'll go speak to them and make sure this gift isn't squandered. Thank you for all that you've done.
Because I remember her, like, consistently dying when I played this game. Yeah, I think so. Okay.
Hell of a thing you just pulled off, Commander. Curing the genophage? I never thought I'd see the day.
Rex has agreed to help the Turians, Admiral. We should get their full support.
I take it that leaves the Solarians out of the equation.
The cost of their support was too high, sir.
Well, I'll defer to your judgment on that, Commander. Let's hope we don't need them. Hackett, out.
Whew.
Commander, Urdnot Rex has begun sending troops to Palaven. You kept your end of the bargain, and now I'll keep mine. The Turian hierarchy will stand with humanity against the Reapers.
We're going to need you. Don't forget where we live.
Never.
That part where Morden says he's able to help her and her
we all
injuries weren't
fight
lethal.
together, or die. To that end, several dry dock ships are ready to help build the Crucible. Garrus will coordinate them.
Yes, sir.
And when the time comes to deploy it, the full measure of our fleet will be there for Earth. May the spirits watch over us all.
I'll start managing Turian support right away, Shepard. You must be exhausted. Morden dying, it can't be easy.
I'll sleep when I'm dead.
We both know you need a clear head to win a war.
Oh, is this another nightmare scene? Does Shepard have another nightmare of the child?
I'll make sure Joker doesn't launch any suicide missions.
The
Anything
chilled.
happens, you let me know.
God damn it. Midway through life's journey, I found myself in a dark forest. Get back here, you little shit. He's got a really funny running animation. What was that I'm assuming you just quoted? I think that was me trying to, like, half remember the opening lines to Inferno by Dante.
It's open.
Shepard, there's something you need to hear.
All right.
Is this a bad time?
It's fine. Tell me what's going
Again,
on.
I read the Divine Comedy like a decade ago, and there's probably 1,000 different translations of it, so
he called the comm room.
Might not have been
The
accurate.
Council must be taking the Crucible seriously. I'll see you downstairs.
Commander, there is something we should discuss, if you are finished rewriting history.
I made my decision, Counselor. There's not much anyone can do about it now.
Yes. We're going to have billions more Krogan in the galaxy. It's a good thing you saved my life once, Shepard. Otherwise, well... I have concerns about humanity's representative, Counselor Udina.
I too have concerns about
My agents have
Udina.
discovered that he's using his authority
He started
to
to
move
dye
vast
his
sums
hair.
of money. For what purpose? We're not sure.
If Udina's dirty, it's best we get to the bottom of it fast.
Agreed. Come to the Citadel. We
Come
will review
to the
the
Citadel.
evidence and discuss this in private.
You must come quickly.
Valorn out.
Come to the Citadel. Come in the Citadel. What was I gonna say? I don't remember. Oh, this is where, like, 90% of my playthroughs of this game would end. I would get to Tuchanka, I would finish this mission one way or another, and then I would not continue from here on. So, like, this part of the game is going to be... Like, this was the first filter for me playing through this game, like, subsequent playthroughs, is I'd get to here and I'd kind of get tired of it. And so... It's going to be, as we go further, I'm going to remember less and less detail. We've passed the bar, look. Arachnite Workers, Shadowbroker Wet Squad, Spectre Unit, Terminus Fleet, Hanar and Drell Forces. Alliance 5th Fleet updated. Sume. You want 7,800. Oh. Oh boy. Well, nothing a save editor can't fix. So, what does the readiness rating for the multiplayer, how does that affect your war assets? Like, does it give you like a boost or something if you have a high readiness? Like it adds like a multiplier or like a boost or something, or does it say? Okay, so troops assisting in the final push will have, okay, so yeah, I'll get it. So it does lower, okay. So you do want to raise your readiness to help counter it.
Commander Shepard, something you need to talk about?
No.
Nothing more, sir.
Keep me posted.
Just wanted to say hi, Hackett. Hi, Admiral. How are you doing? Okay, so there's nothing that's going to pop up before we head to the Citadel, right? I can go straight to Priority Citadel.
Bethany, you see the vids of the Maw taking down the Reaper?
Commander, Admiral Hackett has requested your help with a Cerberus fighter base on Novaria.
Oh my god, Lisbeth fucking still is there on Pharos. Jesus. And it's the other lady there. Rex sends me an email called Making Babies. Thanks, Rex. Appreciate that. The N7 missions can hold off. I don't have to, like, do them right now. Because I'd rather just go to the Citadel and do the Citadel priority before I do another boring-ass N7 mission.
Alliance Control, this is SSV Normandy. Are we clear to descend?
It's weird. I always think that this part on the Citadel
Alliance
happens
Control,
like...
This is Normandy. We're headed to Bay 1-4's Zakara Ward. Are we
I always
clear
think
to
this
descend?
happens like way later.
What the hell's going on down there? Even if there were a station malfunction, they'd have backups online. I got a bad feeling here. Checking emergency channels. Hey, yeah, this is Joker. Uh-huh. Yeah, no kidding. Commander, there's a communication from Thane. He says it's important. I think you'll want to hear this.
Put him through.
Shepard, the Citadel is under attack. Cerberus troops are everywhere and they're in control of the docks.
I think you've said that for about half the missions. It's true. I genuinely think that like these levels happen way later.
I'm in a Presidium storefront.
Did Ashley make it out?
We got separated. She said she had to protect the Council. I'm going to CSEC headquarters.
Why CSEC headquarters?
It's been compromised, and CSEC's response depends on it. As long as Cerberus is holding the headquarters, they have the station.
All right, Joker. Get us away from the docks and close to CSEC HQ. We'll deploy in the shuttle.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Aye, aye, Commander. Would it make... I think I should bring Javik along, because he'll maybe have some quippy shit to say about the Citadel. Wait, I don't know. He never saw the Citadel. I don't fucking care. Whatever. Oh, yeah, not this one. The other one. I think I'll take the health bonus. I have not done any weapon upgrading. I should. I'll try to remember that. It's going to be stuff I do offline that I'll try to do offline, like the housekeeping. I'll spend like a bunch of money and I'll buy upgrades for weapons, buy other weapon upgrades and such. That was shown in the trailer, that little clip there, I remember. Oh, Bailey. Oh, no, Bailey.
Okay, people, coming in hot. Get to cover.
On it!
Garrus, why is your overload always at a cooldown? Or on cooldown? I can't speak. The stream has gone on too long.
Watch out, they sealed the entrance. Ah, Shepard!
Shepard.
Shepard, I saw those Cerberus troops on you. I thought you were done for.
Bailey, what are you doing here?
Getting my ass shot off trying to retake headquarters. Cerberus took it in the first push. We gotta kick them out of there. Everyone in C-Sec's flying blind without the network.
How bad's the situation? Do you know if the counselors are alive?
They split up. I'll know more if I can access the terminal inside.
Can you get us in?
I'll get the door. If no one interrupts me with a bullet this time.
C-Sex. One day, video games will actually be able to show the weapon your character was holding in their hands. One day.
Here we go. CSAT network access, courtesy of Cerberus.
How's that gonna help?
Cerberus has control of the main channels, but I can set up a new one. Without it, our people have no plan and no chance. Hello.
Mods.
What have you got?
Yeah.
A warning from Counselor Valorn.
I suppose.
He's supposed to be here meeting with the Executor. Be on guard. The likelihood of betrayal from within is high. Not a lot else. But if he's inside...
The Counselor's in there surrounded by Cerberus? Who put together that security detail?
Well, until an hour ago, this place was as safe as it got. Nobody expected something on this scale. We need to find the Counselor and get him out of here. He has got to know more about who's behind this.
He could be in the Executor's office. It's a fairly defensible position.
I'm on it.
It's actually a smart idea to bring Garrus
Just a
along
sec.
for this, considering he was C-Sec.
There. Now we can talk by Omnitool. Go.
Makes actually a lot of sense to bring him along. Good job, me.
Did you hear all that?
Yes, I'm nearing the building.
It sometimes works in LE and other times it shits itself. I always laugh when Shepard holds the Widow like a pistol. So I'm guessing that this level... I'm guessing there's probably some change if Thane has died. If Thane didn't live through 2. Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. Tell me. It's not. I'm not gonna be like, oh no, don't spoil my alternate playthrough for this game that's over a decade old.
Troops in the lobby. They were dug in.
I can see more through the cameras. They're all over the station.
It does feel like the devs had, I think, like a more canon route for certain things, and then like when you get like a disappointing area, it's like oh, or like a disappointing story beat, you know that like you did it in a way that the devs kind of didn't intend for you to do it. Like for example, I bet Tachanka's very different if Rex isn't there. Like holy shit. That's something I've never ever actually encountered, because Rex I've always gotten to the end of the game. Or the end of the series more so. Look at this water effect, like these sprinkles. This isn't bad for a game this old. That's not terrible. If Thane dies when you meet the Solarian council member, then Kira dies in his place. If both died, I think Lane kills the council member. Oh, okay. Citadel 2? I guess. I don't know what that means. Oh God, we're gonna meet that guy, right?
None
I just
yet.
you bringing that up makes me remember that fucking Kai Lang is a thing. Is that his name, Kai Lang? I don't even remember. Priority Citadel 2. Okay, that's what it's called. Okay. I mod him out too. Space Ninja. What is he? I feel like he's also. Is he also like James, like Multimedia Man, where he was in something like another Mass Effect thing? That came out like around like before the game did. I think so. Because he was one of those things where it's like, you know, that's so weird. Wow, that's the first chat I've gotten on Kick. Isn't that fun? He was in some comics called Mass Effect Foundation. And again, that's like the double-edged sword of those multimedia things, is that like, yeah, sure, it's cool having like a multimedia thing, but when someone doesn't read the multimedia thing, it's like, who the fuck is this guy?
We've got to be close now.
Yeah, there's a stairwell further on. Executor's office is right above it. Let's hope we're not too late.
Oh no, the bots have found me, guys. The bots have found me on Kick. Lang is more egregious than James. James kind of can slot in, but Lang makes no sense because he's clearly got a shitload of backstory that we just don't get. Yeah, like James at least is like, you can like, okay, he's a soldier with the Alliance, and he's been assigned to, you know, to Shepard. Done. That makes sense. Fine. Like, you know, he clearly has a story, and the thing is that throughout the game you can talk to him and learn more about him and his story, but for Kai Lang, whatever, you can't. Like, you don't get any of it. And so it's like, who the fuck is this guy? Who's this Adam Jensen wannabe?
Bailey, looks like they got the Executor and 2 Solarian bodyguards.
Damn, alright, keep searching. If you don't see the counselor's body, don't count him out yet.
Found him. He looks unharmed.
Get him somewhere safe.
God, why would you get a bunch of bots to spam you onto another stream? That's so weird. Like, how embarrassing do you have to get that
Don't
you're
even
like
think
doing
about
that?
it.
Shepard, he's going to kill us all. I mean, Utina, he's staging a coup. He's got the other counselors now to hand over to Cerberus.
3 on 1, pal. It's over.
No. No, it's fun.
Thane, just shoot him next time.
How bad is it?
I have time. Catch him.
Shepard, what's going on up there?
Thane needs medical help, fast. And I need to take care of an assassin.
He must be going after the rest of the council.
Get the word out. Udina's trying to seize power. I've got to
You're
get to
pathetic and you should kill yourself.
They're being taken to a shuttle pad on the Presidium. Start driving. I'll try to raise them on the comm. I've got a fix on the council's position. I'm sending it to your car.
Good work, Bailey. We're almost there.
How convenient that we crashed into the Presidium Commons.
Shepard.
Sorry, just looking at stuff.
My instruments.
Sorry, still looking at stuff. Why is Javik the one driving? Yeah, good point. Wow. What a sad, strange little man. That's so weird, isn't it? You know what's even funnier? Like, I just ended the kick stream because it's fucking annoying to deal with. So, kick might not be a thing I use anymore. I was just experimenting with it because I wanted to see if I could handle 3 streams. I think no more. Because, holy shit, the spam never gets that bad on Twitch or YouTube.
I'm on foot now.
It does have the
Any
worst
luck
bot
contacting
issues.
the
Well,
council?
I didn't know that.
Their guards are dead. But we've still got vital signs on the council's transponders.
Where are they going?
The shuttle pad above Shalmar Plaza. Udina's with them. If he can get them in range of that assassin, this is all over.
On my way.
I apologize for all the distraction with the bots. Oh! Alright, the Cerberus Space Ninjas, because of course, giving someone a sword. I will say, the whole melee weapon in space is really like a weird. The whole melee weapon in science fiction is like a trope I dislike. It's just not fun. I think it's kind of stupid. Just fixing something. I feel like... Okay, so I think the reason why Star Wars is, I think I'd say the only exception I like is because there is the huge... they can reflect the blaster bolts. They can deflect them or reflect them back. That, I think, kind of justifies it. Like, they're space magic wizards who can literally, like, deflect them. That, I think, adds some justification to why someone would be using that. And also the fact that the lightsaber is, like, it can cut through, like, anything. Like, it's an anti-anything weapon. But, like, I feel like a lot of times sometimes it's very contrived. Or, like, or sometimes just, like, it's like a bit out there where it's, like, I don't know. I feel like when it, like, Warhammer 40k, where it's, like, I like Warhammer 40k, but sometimes it's like, why would you be using, like, do you want a bolter or a chainsword? Do you want, like, a thing firing, like, a 80mm explosive rocket round? Yes. It's not like a big pet peeve, but sometimes I find it can be a little silly in a setting with such intense, or in a setting that has, like, projectile weapons, like, you know, ranged weapons that are prolific. I feel like it's always kind of weird. You know, like, you know, look at, like, the modern day. It's like, who the fuck's using a melee weapon in the modern day? Like, a modern day combat. You know, you're using a melee weapon as, like, a last resort, as if you don't have a gun. There is a timer on the bottom right now. I have to save the council. There we go. I've saved the council.
Okay, I'm in the shaft.
Hang on. This'll be a fast climb.
Oh wow, this is
Tell me that
this is trying to follow enemy logic without. Oh fuck! I think I just did the wrong thing. One sec, sorry. I'm trying to cut this person out of chat B. Whoop! Sorry about that. This is trying to follow logical enemy design without paying attention to settings. Yeah, I do agree. Like, I get the reason why... Like, the Cerberus Phantom doesn't make sense to me, where, like, the Reapers having, like, you know, enemies like the Husks to just, like, overwhelm and be, like, shock troopers makes sense. But like, the Cerberus Phantom, it's like, there should be some... I don't know, it doesn't feel like that, like, a random person with a sword makes sense. Uh-oh. So my chat dashboard is dying. So this is a bit of a mess. I'm sorry.
Nice. I found our friend.
Kill his elevator. There's a power conduit beneath it.
Good riddance.
Incoming phantoms.
Oh, good. Hardly your fault. Well, yeah. I just have to refresh the chat program so that the spam wasn't showing. The spam wasn't showing up on the screen, but it was showing up on the chat thing. I just have to restart it. It's funny, this chat thing that allows the chat to show up on the stream really well, it's really easy to use, it's great. The only thing it sucks at is it doesn't have mod commands built in, so I can't time someone out from it without having to switch to a different thing to time them out.
Is there any other kind?
That hitman jumped to another elevator and he's overridden my controls. He's on his way up, I can't stop him.
I'll handle it.
Here they come!
Sorry, this whole mission's been kind of shitty because of that. I apologize. It's the risks of a live stream. You have crazy people who are crazy spammer bots.
I see them. Jump.
Sounds like very poor design. It's a great. I love it. It's actually a really good app. It's really, really good. In that it's really easy to put it up on OBS, it's really easy to merge different chats from different platforms. All of that, amazing. The only thing it's missing is having the on-screen quick moderation controls. Other than that, it's great. I really like it.
Damn it! Cerberus hit the shuttle. Everybody back to the elevator. Shepard?
Shepard's blocking our escape. She's with Cerberus.
Everybody, hang on. Shepard, what's happening here?
Get out of the way, Ash.
I can't do that.
Shepard admitted to working with Cerberus. For all we know, she's
I don't know what that renegade prompt was going to do.
Must have been a bad breakup. Those bodies back on Mars were all Cerberus.
There are Cerberus soldiers in the elevator shaft behind us. If you open that door, they'll kill you all. We've mistrusted Shepard before, and it did not help us.
We don't have time to debate this. We're dead if we stay out here. I'm overriding the lock.
Stand down. You don't want to be shot by your own.
I actually have the points.
You find a big shot human to defend, and suddenly you have teeth. Is that it? You were standing beside
Kill
me when
Ash,
Anderson
I think, and I
said
can do it
Earth
here.
needed us.
You're our one chance.
I don't give a damn about you trusting me, Ashley. But his decision deserves your respect. We are in this for him. And for Earth.
Udina, step back from the console.
To hell with this.
Oh!
Gun!
Yay!
Get the council back and cover that door.
The door!
Bailey.
Made it as fast as we could, Shepard. Looks like you took care of things.
Something's not right. You said Cerberus was targeting us. Where did their soldiers go?
Cerberus was right here, but they beat feet into the Keeper tunnels when they figured out we were coming. Sorry, Counselor, I'll say it plain. Shepard just saved the lot of you.
And you have saved my life twice now, Shepard. I owe you both a personal debt, and one on behalf of Palaven.
Too bad it took this to get you on board.
We were unsure.
Commander, do you have any idea why the elusive man would do this?
No, I don't.
The elusive man kind of just goes crazy in this game.
All right, people. Principals are evacuated. We got a tunnel and 1 million more places to secure. Move it.
think the game crashed. Great. Yeah, it's broken. Anytime the stream stretches over 4 hours, once it starts getting close to 5, shit just goes wrong. Spammers, bots, the game kills itself. Oh boy. I'm going to quickly start this back up. Oh, Plagueling, by the way, I'm sorry. I didn't know you sent me the link to that thing in a private message. I'm not like 2 hours ago. I'm sorry. I forgot that I don't have that up usually during stream, so I didn't notice that. I thought you were just going to post that link in chat. Sorry. But I appreciate it regardless. There's just a lot of shit that you have to have up when you're streaming a lot of times, and so the main thing I have up that takes up a good chunk of the screen, and so I can't really have any of like the live metrics up for stuff, is I have the chat obviously, and then I have OBS, right? And OBS is a big thing, and I make sure that the volume's okay. I haven't accidentally muted myself. I don't have like an overlay up by accident. Sometimes that happens where you forget to take down a like a BRB or something. And so I like having the OBS up so I know that what I think I am sending off to stream is what I'm actually sending off to stream, you know, in terms of video and audio. Also, I loathe notifications. So I don't have any sort of thing that like notifies me, any sort of like bings or bongs that say like, hey, you got a message from someone. Oh boy.
Shepard. I see them. Jump.
Oh, we're right here. Perfect. I'm just gonna skip through as much of this as I can.
Everybody, hang on. Shepard, what's happening here?
Get out of the way, Ash.
What's going to happen in the edit
I can't do that.
for this that goes up onto YouTube, I'm just going to...
Shepard admitted to working with Cerberus.
I'm going to get to the end of this and just cut it.
Must have been a bad breakup. Those bodies back on Mars?
We don't have...
Stand down. You don't want to be...
You find a big...
Gun!
There we go. There was probably a talk at BioWare where they're like, we have to make a... The players want to kill Udina, so we got to find a way to put that in there.
Bailey.
I appreciate your logic there, Plagueling. I don't disagree. Yeah, that makes sense.
You, took care of things.
Something's not right.
I will definitely look at that and use that later. That might be something I do. I keep saying it, but I'll try to do that off stream of like all the busy work collecting random garbage.
Too bad it took this to get...
We were... Commander.
All right, fingers crossed, fingers crossed, fingers crossed, and the game works. All right.
Yes? Things didn't go as planned. The Council's still in control of the Citadel, and Udina's dead.
Udina was expendable.
Now what?
There are other plans in motion. I'll fill you in when you return. I'm surprised you let Shepard...
The elusive man's in this game still. Remember him?
It won't happen again.
We'll see.
Also, Kai Lang. Remember him? No? Oh. What's that? You don't remember that character?
We looked over every centimeter of those tunnels, Shepard. Your Cerberus pal is made out of smoke and mirrors.
But these are tunnels, right? Just one exit and one entrance.
No, that keeper tunnel from the elevator lobby led into the superstructure. Once you're in there, the place is like an ant farm. We can't even get an ID on him. He released a VI into the Citadel system that erased footage of him
There's
wherever he
probably
went.
a character
I guess he didn't
somewhere in
trust
this
that
series
Udina's
they
plan
could have
would come
added,
together.
like made into
That
this
reminds me, we
character
got your
instead of
friend
making
Thane
up
to work
fucking
the
Kai
memorial.
Lang.
He's in for surgery. Apparently, there's complications.
I'll get on it.
Oh, and you can tell him the Solarian counselor says he's a hero. It just, I don't know, make things easier for him.
They could have dug someone up.
My wife just sent back to active duty. Lieutenant. They hit where? Damn it. How are we...
Assisted Commander Shepard in preventing Cerberus forces.
Do we have any AI-enabled fragments of
All right, let's talk to Thane, and then I think that's a good spot to end. I'm taking an indoctrinated Ash Caden over this. They try to break out of it or win them back later in the game, like a Bucky Barnes kind of thing. Yeah, I get it. I can see what it means. Like a Manchurian Candidate kind of thing.
Thank you for shopping.
Where's Thane? Thane?
I understand Palaven is very busy, but this is one of your own generals. Who are we to choose who lives or dies? That's not what we do. We help our patients, all of them.
That's a nice sentiment, but it won't help when we run out of supplies.
Everyone makes sacrifices in wartime.
Oh, there we go.
Can I help you?
I'm looking for a Drell named Thane Krios.
Well, we have a Drell, but not under that name.
He was injured. Stab wound. He's a regular patient here.
It's all right, it's all right. I see. The doctors were able to repair a lot of the trauma. However, Mr. Krios is in the final stages of Keprel's syndrome. At its worst, Keprel's syndrome interferes with his blood's ability to carry oxygen, and he lost a lot. Now, they've given him transfusions, but frankly, there was a very limited supply of Drell blood on the Citadel.
I'll get more. Give me his blood type.
That's not going to work. Only one other Drell on the station is a match, and that Drell is in with him now. We did all we could to help him through surgery, but his body can't replace lost blood with new cells. Too much shock. His son, Koliat, he's in there saying his goodbyes. You might want to say yours.
Man, they really hit you back to back with losing 2 companions from the last game. Morden blows up.
Shepard, my father mentioned you were
And
no
Thane
longer
gets stabbed.
incarcerated. I don't know if you remember me. I'm Koliak Krios. I came to donate blood and, well, he asked me to take off his oxygen mask so he could be comfortable. I don't think it will be very long.
Your father helped me save a lot of lives. I'd like to be here.
Of course.
Commander, I'm afraid I won't be joining you again.
You've done more than enough, Thane.
That assassin should be embarrassed. A terminally ill Drell managed to stop him from reaching his target.
I'll pass the word along.
There's something I must do before it gets worse. I must... Kalahira, mistress of inscrutable depths, I ask forgiveness. Kalahira, whose waves wear down stone and sand.
Kalahira, wash the sins from this one and set him on the distant shore of the infinite spirit.
They couldn't change him into some hospital gown?
You speak as the priests do. You have been spending time with them.
I brought a prayer book. Commander, would you care to join me?
I'll be nice.
Kalahira. This one's heart is pure, but beset by wickedness and contention.
Guide this one to where the traveler never tires. The lover never leaves. The hungry never starve. Guide this one, Kalahira, and she will be a companion to you as she was to me. Kolyat. Why did the last verse say she?
The prayer was not for him, Commander. He has already asked forgiveness for the lives he has taken. His wish was for you.
Oh. Little things I never noticed.
Thane. You won't be alone long.
I don't pay attention to games. All right, well. Whew, that was a lot of Mass Effect. I did not think that was going to be as much as I was going to do. And I still feel like there's a lot of this game left, which, oh gosh, this is going to be a long one. I think I remember looking up how long to beat, and this is like close to like a 25-hour kind of thing. But we're chunking away at it, so yeah. We saved the Krogan, we saved the Council, we did a bunch of other side things. I think we're doing it, we're getting there. Whew, Mass Effect, the third. 100% game took around 40 to 50 hours. Great. I'm not going to be 100%ing it, but I'm going to be doing the missions, I'm going to be doing the DLCs, the side stuff as much as I care to.
She's saying she wants to be a pilot. And she asks if I'd like to use their shower.
Going by my records.
So yeah, that was part whatever. This is probably going to be like 2 parts in YouTube. But yeah, holy shit. Mass Effect 3, still going at it. Woo.